It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Today's video. Ron Howard almost wasn't on the Andy Griffith Show, and you can thank a former U.S. president that he got to play Opie. Opie Taylor is one of the most iconic sitcom kids of all time. Featured in bittersweet stories like Opie the Birdman or Opie and the Bully, Opie tugged at the heart of the audiences everywhere who just wanted the best for Sheriff Andy's boy on the Andy Griffith Show. According to Ron Howard, who famously took the role as young child star, there's a pretty good chance that we never met him as Opie at all. In an interview with the Archive of American Television, Howard discussed what led to his casting on the 60s series. Turns out that it was actually one of the most fun of all jobs Howard took before the Andy Griffith Show, that by a series of serendipitous circumstances led Howard to be chosen as Andy Griffith's son. The show was called General Electric Theater. The episode Mr. O'Malley, it featured Ron Howard as a boy named Barnaby, who desperately wants a dog, but his workaholic dad won't allow it. Luckily, Barnaby has a fairy godfather, played by Burt Lahr, an imaginary friend who shows up to save the day. Only trouble is try as he might, he can't seem to grant Barnaby's wish. Howard said in the interview, they were great scenes, and I just loved them. If you caught this episode when it aired in 1959, it's possible you didn't realize what you were watching was a pilot for what was meant to be a series that followed the adventures of young Barnaby and Mr. O'Malley, which were based on popular 1940s comic created by Harold and the Purple Crayon author Sonny Crockett, called Barnaby. What's more, Howard said he had already agreed to do the series if it sold, so had the episode struck a more significant chord with viewers, Howard never would have been compromised or considered for the Andy Griffith Show. But that's not how history played out. Instead, Howard said that the episode concluded, and Ronald Reagan, the host of General Electric Theater, surprised the child star by calling out his performance. At the end of the day, somehow Mr. O'Malley could never figure out how to get me a dog, but in the episode, my father gets the message and gets me a dog, and I think Mr. O'Malley did it. And it was a pilot for the TV series. And Ronald Reagan was then hosting that show, and I guess I didn't have much of a credit, but Ronald Reagan had seen the episode, and at the end, he just ad-libbed this thing and said, and a special thanks to little Ronny Howard, who did a wonderful job as Barnaby, or something like that. Howard continued, so that led Sheldon Leonard to call my agent and say, I'm doing a series with Andy Griffith and we need a son. I don't think that Mr. O'Malley series is going to sell. So I'm willing to take Ronny Howard in the second position and put a hold on him. Who knows if Leonard would have been so sold had Reagan not heaped some praise on the boy. Howard said the General Electric Theater basically served as his audition since he never had a formal one for the Andy Griffith Show. Instead, Howard recalled his amusing encounter he had with the Andy Griffith Andy Griffith Show co-creator Aaron Rubin when they first met. I remember going in and meeting Aaron Rubin, and for some reason he said, "How tall are you?" I said, "I don't know how tall I am, but I could stand under his desk." So he thought that was kind of funny that I could stand under his desk, and he said, "Okay, we'll measure my desk later." I don't remember anything like an audition for the Andy Griffith Show. In case you're curious what led to Howard's auspicious casting in the General Electric Theater episode, you should know that, as usual, it all ties back to Howard's actor dad rants. Howard said General Electric Theater director Sherman Marks ran an acting school his dad had attended, and sometimes Ronnie would go down and observe. That's how he ended up catching Mark's eye, then Leonard's, and finally Andy's. Howard took on just a handful of roles before the Andy Griffith Show, appearing in shows like The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis, Twilight Zone, Dennis the Menace, Playhouse 90, and Johnny Ringo. Of them all, he liked General Electric Theater best, saying, "I don't have a single stressful recollection of surrounding any of them early jobs. And then most fun of all was this part that I got to do on the show called General Electric Theater." Thank you, Ronald Reagan. Okay, that's all I got for you here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget about classic Roll Comedies Facts of Trivia. It's on Petticoat Junction. Classic TV Facts of Trivia. It is on All in the Family. And Classic rock, country music, facts, and trivia. It's on KISS. That's all I got for you. You guys have a great day. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. God bless you, and I'm praying for you.